Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Maple Bacon here, and we are back on Tropico 5. And in this video, it's going to be all about late game Tropico 5. I find there's a lot of videos on more early game and kind of how you can get started and how you can make money early game. I made some videos on that, but the late game, I find this is maybe the more difficult time. So say you hit 1,000 people, 1,500 people. Now, how do you get past the hump of like getting to like 2,000 people, right? How do you manage everything that's going on? So I'm going to be giving you some very specific tips and some guidance on how to continue to grow your Tropico from here to make it even bigger and to make it frugal even with everything that's going on now. So of course, for you to get this far in the game, you already know how to play the game fairly well, but it can be more difficult now. So if you're making lots of money, as you can see, I have a little bit over $1 million right now. I'm making lots of money, it's going great. So obviously, you're going to want to get into some tourism for sure. Tourism is an ever-ending amount of money that you can make. You're never going to run out of tourists, obviously. You will continue to get more tourists. Oh, I'm out of power here. Yeah, so you're going to want to put lots of hotels down. You want to put every kind of hotel down. You can put the cruise ships down. You want to put every type of hotel down, right? And every type of different ones. So you have different types for, let me just bring it up here, tourism. Okay, tourism. So you have slobs, you have eco, you have family, cultural, which seems I don't have much of or any of, and wealthy, which also is kind of low. But you want to put all these different types, right? And you're going to want to put those tourisms, you're going to want to put airport down and an aero dam. And then you're also going to want to put some entertainment buildings, obviously close by to them. So that way they have entertainment. So you put like a cabernet and all kinds of different stuff, right? So tourism's great. If you're making lots of money, I mean, I guess you don't have to do tourism, but you probably should because it's like a green thing. Like you can never gonna run out of that, right? Um, so besides money, what you're gonna want to do, obviously, the same thing that you do when you're playing the game normally is you're gonna want to go look at your unemployed and then your open jobs. So this is very important. Unemployed people, 164. I have a lot of people that need jobs. Okay, that's good. Well, it's not good, but like that means I have room to work with. Now, if I look at my overall happiness, this is very important because obviously I want my happiness to go up. I want to keep growing the economy. I want people to be healthy and happy. So I'm going to go look at the lowest number I have here, and then I'm going to be like, okay, so this is what I'm going to work on. Job, so that's kind of a hard one. Job, obviously you have your happiness of people like working at different jobs, and then you have like unemployed people, which is going to affect obviously if they're happy. They're not going to be very happy if they don't have a job. So if you go down, okay, so what's my lowest? Okay, it looks like this banana plantation has not been maxed out on the budget, which is going to make it actually less of a good job. So I'm going to go max that out. It should have been maxed out anyways. I always max out all the buildings, and you should too. So if you want to scroll down, you can look at, okay, so whatever's the lowest, so the cabins are also my next lowest. So these, I'm just going to go max them all out. If you press triangle, you can, right at the bottom there, you can say set budget for all buildings of this type. So now it's going to set all these to max budget. You are making lots and lots of money. Max out your budgets. It's going to give you better quality for jobs for these people, and it's going to make you more money anyways, so there's really no reason not to do it. You should always max out all of them. Max out all your upgrades, not necessarily making them into hydroponics factories. I don't do that. I actually do just natural agriculture, but that is kind of a preference thing. So once you could go through that a little bit and make sure everything's maxed out, but if everything is maxed out, then I'm going to jump over here. So my next lowest is actually entertainment. That could be a hard one because it's very, very hard to keep building these entertainment buildings, but you should. So I can go down and look at my What's my lowest? My lowest is the natural park. I'm not sure why this is so low. Okay. What's required? So where is this? Probably because of the location. Beauty in the area. Tourists on the entire island. Depends on beauty. It probably wouldn't hurt, honestly. You know, like this is not life-changing, but it probably wouldn't hurt to put a couple gardens around this. It's kind of in an ugly area, but the gardens are definitely not going to make it worse. So we'll put a couple gardens around this guy. It's still very effective, so I don't think I should move it or anything. For some reason, it's not having a very high it's not having a very high entertainment rating for some reason. The quality is quite low. Service quality is low, which is also not very good. So we're going to go through that. Okay, now we're going to, so we have, let's see, 164 unemployed people. So we have all these people that want jobs. So we're going to go build some, entertainment. So you want to build luxury entertainment, regular entertainment. You want to build everything. Obviously, you want to build them like scattered throughout the whole island. You want to have them kind of everywhere. This is where a lot of my people live because obviously there's so many buildings here. It wouldn't hurt to put them anywhere kind of close to that, but you don't necessarily have to. You could also build more houses somewhere else and put them close by. You want to try to have definitely one of everything. But eventually, it becomes kind of difficult to try to figure out what you actually already have because there's so much going on. So just put a couple more down. It's not going to hurt anything. You don't have to go absolutely crazy. So just put a couple of these down. Put a couple taverns down. People love the taverns, right? And the taverns don't have a lot of space for people visiting, so you could put a couple beside each other even. Put a couple gardens down, wouldn't hurt. A couple gardens nearby. The beauty's good. It's also good for the entertainment buildings and for the houses as well. So put a couple of these down. Wouldn't hurt to just smash a couple of those out. Okay, so that's a couple entertainment buildings. So now we're going to go jump over here. Okay, entertainment, so that should go up a little bit. Religion is very high, but still not too bad. We could add a little bit more to it. Circus, do we have a circus anywhere here? It's kind of, like I said, it is hard to keep track. So we'll put another circus here. We don't, like I said, we don't want to go crazy. You obviously have like different sets of houses that you have in different spots, which you should do that. But yeah, so you're going to have to also put entertainment buildings nearby and gardens in all these different spots, right? So it wouldn't hurt to block out the extra areas with gardens because that would give it more beauty. So now we'll let that kind of figure itself out. Crime safety is pretty high, but it wouldn't hurt. Religion could be a little higher, but still pretty high. Our people are very happy overall. Like we're at 80% overall right now. So 80% voting. So I have an 80% chance to get voted in. Obviously, I'm going to get voted in 100%. Well, 80%. But yeah, that means I am getting voted in. So we're not like worrying about it. It's not our biggest thing. But it doesn't hurt when you have those extra job positions that people are looking for a job already. So you might as well fill up on making sure everybody's happy and everybody's taken care of before you go on to being like, okay, we're going to try to make some more money, because you don't need more money. You already have, metric tons of money. We have $1.1 million. We don't need any more money. We obviously are going to build more buildings to make more money because, why not? I mean, it doesn't matter. So yeah, we're going to smack down a cathedral here. This will cover this area a little bit better for the church, which is good. So this cathedral, or no, this is Opera House. Where's the other cathedral? I thought we had one over here. Yes, we do. They're using 793 out of 800. Okay, so it's getting used very good. Also, I should mention real quick, definitely put down the offices. They make you tons of money depending on how many people live by. You definitely want to put those down. Okay. Now let's see. Okay, what else can we do? The job. Housing is very, very high. There are a lot of homeless people. Why are there homeless people? A lot of the shacks are in different areas, so there's some shacks here. Um, the other thing you could do if you're trying to bring up happening, you can do some edicts. You could do the edict where you mortgage subsidies, lowers wealth for all residential buildings. Upkeep depends on number of residential buildings, so that'd be $20 per residence monthly upkeep. That would be a metric ton of money. Obviously, $20 per residence would be a lot of money. So you could do some of these um, edicts. You know, it's kind of like, yeah, it is good, but at the same time, that's going to be an insane amount of money. So you could maybe think about doing that, but maybe don't rush into it. Crime safety is pretty good, but we could put down some more food. Okay. Everything seems somewhat okay. So now how many jobs do we have left now? We still have 167 jobs. The other thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to build more roads. It's absolutely insane how the traffic gets, you know, booked up really, really bad, especially later in the game. So continue to build grid. I build a lot of grids. I find that works pretty well. Just grid it all out.
It's so hot.
Oh, we're having a heat wave. No biggie. We have lots of fire stations. That's another thing. You could put more fire stations down. They're not insanely crazy, but they're good to have. They also obviously protect you from the fire. Okay, so we put that there. Okay, so we're grid this area out a little bit more. We're gonna come over here. We're gonna put another dock down because I wanna have. We're gonna build kind of another part of the city because we need to build a lot more because we have so many jobs open. 160. That's a lot of jobs. So we're gonna put down. Okay, so we're gonna start by almost building like another section of the city. Imagine this as like its own independent area. Like this could run on its own. So obviously you need a dock. You need a Teamster's office. You need a construction office. So quick build the construction office, of course. So that way people will come work here and build this. Now, obviously, you're going to need houses for these people to live. So we're going to build a couple apartment buildings. We're just going to... okay, let's plan this out a little bit more methodically. I just don't want to start slamming buildings down. I mean, yeah, but like, no, like... So we'll build this out a little bit. Bring the road down here. Bring the road up here. Bring that there so I can go across. Okay, and then so we'll have maybe this is coming out over here, so that connect there. I like to build in grids. You don't necessarily have to build it so straight cut. It doesn't really matter as long as there's lots of roads. Okay, put a couple houses down for sure. I say houses, these are absolutely massive complexes. That's probably more than enough, those 5 for everybody that's going to be working here. Okay, and then of course they're going to need all this stuff too because we're building another like part of the city. This is also very important. So put down because we're not building like too many houses, so you could probably put the small versions of all this stuff down, like a clinic. You got your clinic, you got your grocery area, you got your Catholic mission. Okay, grocery, clinic, Catholic mission. Put down your police station. You know, that's also really good to have. And okay, so that covers everything there. And then you're going to want to put down some entertainment. So put a tavern down right by the clinic. Perfect spot. And then put your restaurant down. That's going to almost basically cover the, you know, necessities of this. And then put down a bus station. Of course, I can't forget about that. Because you want everybody to be kind of moving through buses. You don't want people driving around if at all possible. The reason for that is that causes traffic jams. Traffic jams are a very, very big thing that I don't think a lot of people really consider to be important, but it is. Electrical substation, so that should bring us over here. So yeah, so there we're good. Now, put another one of these down, and then right over here. Okay, so put a couple small gardens down. So now we have, okay, so here we got the docks. We have places for people to work. We have places that are going to take care of these people that are going to live here now. We have a method of moving materials, which is good, and then we have a thing to actually build this building. So it's almost like a separate part of the city, which we're adding another part of the city over here. So religious on the island, that's fine. And so now we're probably going to have still more open jobs, but here, if we want, just for the sake of this, we'll just quick build all this stuff here, right? Quick build it all. I mean, you definitely don't have to do this. It doesn't matter to me because I have a lot of money in the game. So I might as well just do that. Great. Because I'm just wondering, make sure you go max out. Okay, so now, obviously, yeah, jump in there. Max out all these things. Whatever you can find in there. Did I put 2 groceries beside each other? Yeah, whatever. I'll just leave it there. Honestly, I mean, it's not really gonna hurt anything. Definitely not effective. That's fine. Make sure the budget is maxed out and make sure the upgrades are maxed out. Tavern. Don't know if does Tavern have any? No. Doesn't have any. The clinic, obviously, you can also max that one out. It's here. Metro Station. Put that there. Max that out. Metro Station. Oh, Tavern. Max that out for sure. Okay. So now, how many jobs do we have left? Oop. Didn't mean to go over there. How many jobs do we have left now? We have 135 jobs still, and 34 open jobs. So take that number off that number, so now you have 100 unemployed people with no jobs. So now we can put down more stuff to make more money. So a big thing for making money can be rum distilleries. They're really, really good for making some money. So we'll put down a couple more of these. We already have a bunch around the island, but doesn't matter. We'll put down another one here because it'll make us some money, and we're gonna put down some plantations just because we need to keep creating jobs, right? Like whether we need the money or not, all goes around in a circle. Okay, so we'll put that down there, and then now we're gonna put down this plantation, which is gonna be sugar, which is what we need for rum. So we're gonna smack down a sugar plantation right here, which is fairly close by, so that'll be our feeding support over to there, and then we'll put down 2. You probably only need 2 for one distillery, right? Even 2 is more than what you need, but I like to put 2 per distillery, and then we're going to put a road that goes right from here all the way down. That'll line up as well perfectly up down here. Okay, just because I like how that's gonna all work out. So now we have rum distillery being set up. That'll fill in a bunch of jobs. Okay, awesome. Geothermal plant, you know, we are adding a lot to the power grid, so hey, smack down another geothermal plant if you want. Yeah, actually, you know what, I'm kind of keeping my plants all kind of situated on one side of the island, so maybe I won't do that. You could do that. It doesn't really matter where your plants are because they're all connected to the same grid. Okay, now I'm going to add some pineapples. We want to get some more food cooking up. You obviously have more people. You need more food. So it would be good to continue to create more food income or food to be coming to feed people when you're trying to increase your population. It makes sense that you do that. So now we will put our bananas down here. This seems like a really good spot to put some bananas. It's kind of in the middle of nowheres, but I'm liking how the green is hitting. So we're gonna put that there regardless, just because It'll give us a nice green spot. Yeah. Okay. And now, once that all builds, we're going to see how many more jobs we have available. Okay, all the buildings are built now, and we went ahead and maxed out all these fiber fertilizations on the sugars. And now we're sitting at 24 open jobs and 91 unemployed. So we got about, what, 65 positions left that we could open up. So we can still put down 65 more jobs for people. But as you see, our approval rating is even higher, up to 86%. We spent a metric ton of money building all of this, and look at our money. We're at 1 million and 50,000. So obviously our money is still going up. We're going to be making even more money. Oh, I got to fix this. Got to get some power down on this side of the island. Looks like we have no power over here. But yeah, as you can see, it's almost how you could explain it is building mini cities here, there, right? Like you're gonna build like a city here, build city here, and that's how you kind of like keep track of everything. Whereas if you put all your apartment buildings in one single area on the entire island, you're obviously gonna have everybody living, say everybody living in this square, and then you're gonna have like, like how, like you can't, it's just not going to work right. Like you have to build like mini cities. Like you build some houses here and put all their amenities nearby. Also, I put a tower for Liberty right beside them. I forgot to mention that earlier, but yeah, if we look here, so now our crime safety has 80, which is roughly where it was before. Entertainment might be slightly higher than it was before. Healthcare is very, very high, as we have issued immunization campaign edict, which is very, very good. Housing hasn't moved. Job did go up a little bit. Liberty went up just a pinch. Religion shot right up, so that's doing good. So yeah, we're flying through this. We're up to 1,600 people. We're easily going to get to 2,000 people, right? The unrest is very, very low. Unrest is none. Military loyalty is very high. Make sure you max out all your military buildings and make sure they're kept very, very high standard. And the rebel threat is low. Another thing to mention, continue to build your military and build it scattered throughout the entire Tropico. So that way, if and when the rebels do actually rise up, that they're going to be taken out by the military. That's very, very important. Let me know if this helps you guys at all, and I hope you did enjoy. And if you have any other questions that have not been answered, please just comment below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.